Hi and welcome to today's practice. My name is Tracy and I'm really happy you decided to join me today. For our practice today, we're going to start seated and we're going to have a focus on our hips, trying to open up the hips and create some mobility. So just have a seat. We're going to ground down into the earth here, into your mat, being supported by the floor. Sit up nice and tall, your chin is tucked, your spine is long, your crown is shining up to the ceiling. And we always start by just trying to arrive. So bringing our focus here, you can put one hand on your heart center, one hand on your abdomen, and start to breathe deeply, feeling the rise and fall of your chest, sending the breath all the way down into the bottom of the lungs so we feel the belly rise as well. We'll take 3 breaths. Trying to make the inhale and exhale the same length. And one more. Drop your hands to either side. We'll have our palms facing up. And just gently try to let go of anything that you had to do before you arrived on your mat today and anything that's calling you once you leave. We're going to take 3 more breaths, but this time we're going to bring our shoulders up around our ears, bringing tension and then releasing it. So inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And one more time. Really pressing those shoulders down. Now sitting up nice and tall. Keeping those palms facing up. We're going to bring the arms up and overhead now. So we're going to inhale, sit up really tall. And exhale down, nice and slow. Turn your palms up, inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale. Sit up nice and tall. This time, let's just drop the left hand as we exhale, and we're going to lean over to that left side, stretching away to the wall. Inhale, rise a little, and exhale to fall a little more, trying to keep your sits bones rooted down on the mat. And now turn open, face the ceiling, nice and open through the chest, and breathe. Let's inhale, that arm comes all the way up, and exhale down. Turn your palms up again. We'll inhale both arms up. Exhale that right arm down this side. We're going to lean over to the left side. This is not the left side, this is the right side. We already did the left. Let's go this way. Inhale. Exhale to fall. Now open through the chest, up to the ceiling. On your next inhale, come on all the way up. And exhale that arm down. We're going to start with some movement now. So we'll have our feet on the mat. Knees are bent, spine is nice and tall. You can have your hands placed behind you. And we're going to windshield wiper the legs. You might find yourself moving down the mat, but that's okay. You can always just shift back if you get too close to the edge. So we're going to shift knees one side and then the other. We're just going to see if we can come a little deeper each time. No rush, nice and slow. Continue to breathe, pushing up long through those arms, not sinking down into the shoulders. Now let's see if we can bring those hips forward just a little bit more. Get a nice stretch through the hips and through the back. Forward and back. I'd like to say we're going to do this 10 to 12 times, but really I can't count and talk at the same time. So just until it feels like we're done. We're going to stay over onto the right side now. So just Taking a couple of breaths here, pushing those hips forward. And now let's go the other way. So we're going to push through the hips to the left. And we'll bring those legs back to center. We're going to bring that front foot, so that would be the left foot for me, maybe it is for you too, just parallel to the short edge of the mat. You can bend it a little if you want, and it's kind of like a pigeon pose. We're going to bring that right leg behind us, but keep the leg bent. And we're going to sit up nice and tall, and we're going to come kind of forward over that bent front leg. So we're going to come forward, down to the elbows if you can, or stay lifted. Inhale, and then exhale, see if you can come forward. And if you have any tension in the hips, see if you can let it go. We're going to take 3 more breaths here. Coming forward a little bit more each time. Maybe even dropping your head. Getting a really nice stretch through that left hip. We're going to inhale, push through the hands, sit up nice and tall. We're going to move our hand placement now, so kind of framing your knee. We're going to come down over the knee this time. So inhale, and then exhale to come forward. Inhale, and exhale forward. Getting a little twist here. 2 more breaths. And again. And let's just hold here for 2 breaths. On your next inhale, push up through your hands, come all the way up to a seated position, and you guessed it, we're just gonna go over to the other side now. So shifting the weight, right foot is bent in front of you, left foot is back. We're gonna take that to a little bit more of a bend so that your shin is in front of you, not exactly parallel to the short edge of the mat. Left leg is behind. Plant your hands on the mat. Inhale. Exhale to come forward. Trying to let go of any tension you're bringing into the hips as you come forward. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale. And exhale down, dropping your head. On your next inhale, push through the hands, coming all the way up tall. We're going to just twist a little bit over top of that knee now. Inhale and exhale to come forward. Inhale, exhale down. 1 more time. And we'll take a couple of breaths here. Next inhale, push up into those hands, coming all the way up. Sit up nice and tall. And we're going to come back to center. Bring those feet together now. So they can be out here in front of you if you like, or nice and close into the body. We're going to take our forearms to the shin calf area, just in beside. You can place your hands on your feet. Sit up nice and tall and just apply gentle pressure, nothing that hurts, to open up through those hips a little bit more. So we're just using our elbows and our forearms to push those legs down. Inhale, sit up tall, and then see if you can come forward just a little bit more. This doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit of extra pressure to open the hips. And inhale. Exhale. Every time we exhale, we come forward just a little bit more. can even drop your head here if you like. Two more breaths. Now roll up through the spine, sitting up nice and tall. We'll clasp onto those feet if we can, or onto your shins. We're just gonna flap the butterfly wings a little bit. See if we can open them, let them fall. Give them a little flap, and let them fall. A little flap, and let them fall. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, and exhale. We're going to do a twist now, so let's have that left leg long. We're going to bring our right leg over top of the left, so it can be, your foot can be just beside your shin if you like, or you can hug it up nice and tight right into the body. We're going to take that left hand, curve it around. We're going to give that right leg a hug, so my knee is in the crook of my elbow. I'm going to take my right hand, press down to the ground so it makes me sit up nice and tall. We're going to hug this leg into the body. So we should get a little bit of a stretch right here in that right thigh, right hip area. And we'll just twist with every exhale. So inhale, sit up tall. Exhale to twist. Hug that knee in a little tighter. You might feel it in the glutes now too. Breathe in. Exhale to twist, and we'll just take one breath to hold here. Come back to center. We're going to let that right leg go. We're going to bring the left leg into the body this time. So you can have it again beside your shin, or hug it up nice and tight. We're going to take that right arm, put the knee into the crook of the elbow, sit up tall, press with that left hand, sit up even taller, hug this knee in, inhale, and exhale to twist. Inhale, exhale to twist, and again. Let's have one nice deep breath to hold. And then come back to center. We'll do a forward fold over these legs now, so send them nice and long. Maybe give them a little shake out if you like. And flex your feet. We're going to bring our arms up, inhale, and then fold forward. We're not going to come too far just to start. We're going to inhale and exhale to fold. Inhale, and again. You can clasp onto your feet if you like, or take your peace fingers to your big toes, or grab in behind your shin, calf area. Take one more breath. Let's let all the tension out of those feet. And we're just going to roll up, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, press the shoulders down. We're going to roll over now, coming onto all fours. So your hands are right underneath your shoulders, your knees are right underneath your hips. And we're going to move through cat-cow. So we're going to look up to the ceiling, tilt the tail up, arch the back, press up through the shoulders, and then curl everything under. So your head comes in between your arms. Press up through mid-back, tilt the pelvis under, and then inhale, we'll bring everything back the other way, tilt up to the sky, and hold there. Exhale, curl everything under, tuck the pelvis, arch through the back, and again the other way. We'll do this 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Coming to a nice neutral spine now. We're going to bump the hips over to the left and bring our gaze over to the left. And then bump your hips over to the right. Gaze over to the right. Just a little bit of a different movement for the spine, for the hips, back and forth. You can take this as slowly or as quickly as you like. Let's come back to neutral. We're going to bring our toes together to touch. We'll bring our knees out to either side of the mat and then press back for child's pose, keeping those arms nice and long. Continuing to breathe. Pressing the armpits down into the floor. We'll keep those arms long, keep them active. Now on your next inhale, we're going to come all the way back up to tabletop and continue to move through, bringing that front body down and then pressing up to the sky. And breathe. Bring our toes together, separate the knees again, press back for child's pose. We're going to come back up, bring that front body down, all the way down to the mat, press up to the ceiling. Press back for child's pose, and we're going to do that just one more time. Let's come forward again. Press up. Bring that body down, press back to child's pose, but this time we're going to curl the toes under as we press back. Bring those sits bones up to the sky, and we'll find ourselves in downward facing dog. Pedal your feet, press alternate heel down to the floor. Very likely your first down dog of the day, so it might need a little stretching. Really try to tilt your pelvis so that your sits bones are pointing up to the sky. Let's inhale both heels up now. Press them down, a couple of cracks and pops in there. And just hold here. And start to walk our feet up to our hands. Take as many steps as you need to get there. Now just ragdoll. We're going to keep a slight micro bend in those knees. Ragdoll. Let your arms hang. You can feel a stretch in the back of your legs. Bend your knees as much as you need to. And try to straighten. Now instead of coming all the way up, we're going to separate the feet and then bring the sits bones down. So we're going to come down as far as you can. The front body comes up. And we'll stay here. Just going towards you so you can see me. So almost like a frog pose, it's called goddess pose. We can use our arms, bring them to the inside of the legs, but we're not going to apply any pressure. And we are going to move back into forward fold again. So just a couple of breaths here. All right, let's have those hands come back to the ground, back to your mat. Send the sits bones up again, and we're going to try to straighten the legs. Just breathe. Straighten as much as you can. If you need to bend the knees again and then try to straighten, do that. On your next exhale, we're going to bend the knees again. See if we can come down, bring the seat down, bring that body up tall. Seat goes up. And back down. This time we'll just bring our hands behind us. You can bring your bottom all the way down to the floor. We're going to sit up nice and tall here. We're going to have those feet flat on the floor. Bring your hands up just to chest height. We're going to tilt the pelvis under and very, very slowly come all the way down. Your head and shoulders come down last, using that nice strong core to bring you where you need to be. And see if we can bend those legs just a little bit more. And find the back of your ankles with your fingertips. We're going to flatten the hands, press them down into the mat. And we're going to lift the hips up for bridge, and we're going to hold there for 5 seconds. So we're going to press up through the pelvis and hold. Now starting from the top of your spine, rolling all the way down, and then let your spine go to neutral, which means that you have like a little space in between the mat and your back, so your back kind of arches at the bottom. We're going to pause here. We're going to do that 2 more times. Let's press into the hands, press into the heels, bring your hips up for bridge, and hold. Start rolling down from the top of your spine all the way to the bottom. Let your spine come to neutral. Just relax. We'll take a breath. Now press through the hands and through the heels. We're going to press up again. This is the last time. And let's roll down. Let that spine come to neutral, and then press it down into the mat. We're going to bring our knees into our chest. You can bring them all the way together or give them a little separation if you like, and we're going to roll back and forth. More of a side to side, then back and forth. Give your spine a massage, and then bring your knees down just a little bit. See if we can get the bottom or the base of the spine. And we'll pay attention to those hips again. So send the heels up to the sky, toes to the wall. You can clasp in behind your thighs, and then draw those legs down in towards you. If you like, you can grab onto your shins or bring your peace fingers to your toes again to really pull those knees down into the armpits. And if you would like to sway back and forth here, it can also be very nice. A little bit of strengthening and stretching at the same time. Continue to pull those legs down. Let's bring our feet together now. Draw them into the body. Really try to open up through the knees. Continue to breathe. Press your shoulders away. you're feeling a stretch in any particular area, just try to send your breath there. One more. And let's drop those feet now. We'll keep the knees bent and keep the feet together, just bringing them down to the mat. Bring your arms up to either side of you. We'll bring them into what's called cactus arms, so just a bend at the elbow. Bring those feet together, and let's see if we can let the knees fall open. Protecting your back, try to press the small of your back down into the mat. And breathe. And just let those knees fall apart. And just see if you can bring your breath into any areas of tension and let go on the exhale. Stay here for 3 more breaths. Gently guide those knees back together. You can bring your hands to your legs if you like. We're going to draw those knees into the chest again. And this time we're going to send the legs back and forth. So we're going to do a bit of a rock and roll. Start nice and slow. Then you can start to extend your legs over your body if you like. Take 4 or 5 really good rocks till we come all the way up to full seated. And we'll come to that nice cross-legged position. Trying to open up those hips. Oh, mine are definitely a lot more open than when I started the practice today. So just finding yourself again, sitting up nice and tall, seat is grounded. We're going to take our palms to either side of us. We're going to inhale up. And this time we're going to let those hands rain down. We'll come forward for a forward fold. Make some adjustments here. Inhale and exhale to bend the elbows. Inhale and exhale. You might really feel this on your outer hip. One more time. On your next inhale, we're going to roll up, sitting up nice and tall again, and we're going to switch those feet. So whatever is in front comes to the back. What's in the back comes to the front. Opening those knees as much as you can. Bringing your hands to either side. Inhale. And let those hands rain down. Inhale to come up a little bit. Exhale to fall forward. Trying to let go in the tension of the tension in the hips. Inhale and exhale. One more time. On your next inhale, we're going to roll up through the spine, sit up nice and tall. Just come to the most comfortable seated position that you can. Bring your hands up to either side, bring them down to either side of you. Inhale all the way up into the air. Bring your hands together, down through heart center, and place them on your knees. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed the practice. Until next time. If you enjoyed today's practice, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much again for joining me.